we are the cause of our problems most of the times. Oh, this race of people do not respect us. This race of people do not respect the black people. But why is it like that? We the black people, we have people amongst us that throw away our reputation before other races. So how would they respect us when our own people had told them not to respect us? Kings and Queens, Your Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for returning. Trust you and yours are well and you love yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you my esteemed subscribers. You're loved, celebrated and appreciated. You can also live your life and achieve whatever you want to achieve without bringing down your race. This is what the white man understands. But black people don't understand it. We are talking about Kemi Badenoch, the British Nigerian who, became so popular on the internet some weeks ago because of statements she made about Nigeria. A lot of Nigerians were angry that she said what she said. But the truth is that what she said is the truth. It's the situation she was in at that point that led her to make decision that she made, and she believed that Nigeria had failed her, the whole continent of Africa had failed her, and she felt like she got solace from another region, from another group of people, and she was just so right to praise those she found fulfillment in, and that was exactly what she did. But the truth is that, is there any place in this world that is not bad? No, everywhere had its problem. It's not a situation that you can only see in Kemi's behavior. This is something you see in most Africans. Most Africans do. Whenever they are out of the continent and they feel like they're out of a hellhole, and then they begin to propagate wherever they are. You've seen it on the internet everywhere. A lot of Africans who migrated, there are now those who are being used to lure more people out, and they tell you that there is nothing good in Africa. This is what they tell the world. They become campaign leaders who are in charge of campaign to draw people and talent out of Africa. These are Africans, so this is what we see. But the truth is that this is a reality we are faced with by day, and it's because of our stupidity, as the Chinese man have said, rightly said, in the videos that we have had. I believe most of you watched that video where the Chinese believe that the black man is the most stupidest, black race of people is the most stupidest set of race of people that he had seen, and it's because of situations like this. And now the fact that no matter what you do for these people, they're gonna put you to where you belong at the end. That's just the lesson, the moral lesson I just want us to pick from this. As we are there praising them, our own is bad, oh yeah, so it's bad. So you are praising them, you are, oh, they are the savior, they are the good people. Africans are, acting as if they are the only ones that have suffered. Africans are acting like kiniko. Watch your back. Because by the time they are done using you, they've gotten the message they want to get out there. They will still remind you that you are not part of them. Recently, I saw that she made it so difficult for, Africans, especially Nigerians who were in Canada, and procedures and other things. She made it so difficult.
So now the question is this. This woman, Kemi Badenoch, who benefited from Japa, she benefited from a government who said, you, your father and mother, come to our country. Go to school. You can be born here. Good hospital, good roads. She benefited from all these things. This woman has now turned around and decided it is a good idea to limit and restrict immigration coming into the UK. The woman has now decided that if she gets elected prime minister, because remember I told you she is shadow prime minister, if she gets elected, that she will do everything in her power to limit and restrict other people from getting exactly the same opportunity that her father and her mother and that she got. And she is saying this in the name of strengthening the United Kingdom. She said that the United Kingdom is not a hotel. Now let me tell you why she is absolutely wrong. Remember I told you about the economic conditions in the country. Now, let's talk about this for a second. How did Nigeria get to where it is right now? Who created this Nigerian mess? Was it a bunch of Nigerians? Why do we have these leaders that get worse and worse and worse? How did we get to the point where we have a country that everybody wants to leave? Let me tell you how we got here. First of all, Nigeria was created by the British. They were the ones who sat at the table without talking to any empire. They decided that they will create a private company.
And this is the same person. Just shortly after that, they had put her in a place that she's acting as if she is the savior of the Western civilization. Like, come on. Oh, now you're not African anymore. So you want to just destroy everything about Africa. There's nothing good that comes out of your lips about Africa. Come on. The situation that Nigeria had is a situation that any sovereign nation can have. And the question I keep asking you all is that keep, looking for fault in different countries in the continent. Do not get it twisted. A lot is going on that is bad. Our leaders are at fault. Fine, that's good, that's right. We can do better. Of course we can. But who are those who are in charge in destroying Africa? Who are those who are secretly working to see that Africa is in the shambles that Africa is in? And Kemi felt like it was Europe that saved her from this hellhole of Africa. Who was in charge of that? The same people she ran to and she's calling them savior now. They are the same people that are involved in the destruction of Africa. The same people. So you see, are we not stupid? The Chinese man was right. Anyway, listen to this. Listen to this, and then if there is time, we'll take it up from there. I do not want to waste your time about issues like this, but just let's listen to this.
Mr. Speaker, I thank the Prime Minister for that answer, and as I said, I wish him every success. We want to support him on this issue. So turning to the details of the plan he set out yesterday. Over the weekend, I suggested to the Prime Minister that he cut the aid budget, and I'm pleased that he accepted my advice. Mr. Speaker, it's the fastest response. It's the fastest response I've ever had from the Prime Minister. However, he announced £13.4 billion in additional defence spending yesterday. This morning, his Defence Secretary said the uplift is only £6 billion, which is the correct figure.
Prime Minister.
I'm going to have to let the Leader of the Opposition down gently. She didn't feature in my thinking at all. I was so busy over the weekend I didn't even see her proposal. I think she's appointed herself, saviour of the Western civilization. It's a desperate search for relevance. But, Mr. Speaker, look, if you take the numbers for this financial year and then the numbers for the financial year 27-28, that's £13.4 billion increase. That is the largest sustained increase in defence spending since the Cold War.
I think a lot of you have seen this. Some of you might feel like there's nothing wrong with this. Of course, this is politics and this is how they do to each other. But I hope you understand the choices of words that were used by the opposition. I just hope that you understand. Because I don't see why, among all the other choices of words that can be used, words like acting like the savior of the Western civilization or something that came to mind, subconscious immediately. Bam! What does she think she is? Who does she think she is? This is a desperate search for relevance. You're not important. See, I don't know. I don't want to begin to analyze, but the truth is that they will always kick you back where you belong. They will always throw you back where you belong. No matter how you kill yourself for these people, if you like, cut off your hand and give it to them on a platter. That's your business. It's none of their business. That's exactly the issue of Kemi right now. She have made her own people angry with her. Okay? Thinking that these people will welcome her, pet her, make her part of them without, reminding her where she's coming from. But no, this is not how they operate. You are who you are, they are who they are. And tomorrow they tell you, we don't see color, we are one race, the human race. But you are now reminding her that she's behaving like she is the savior of the Western civilization. Come on. And it's a desperate search for relevance. So you feel like she's losing her relevance or importance, and she's trying to do everything to see that she is seen as a solid figure in the system. It's almost similar to what I said from the beginning, that if Kemi feels that Nigeria, Africa is so corrupt, so bad that she couldn't live in and she found solace in another land, she should also remember that in as much as we are the cause of our problems, there are forces behind that orchestrated all this. It did not just happen. If our leaders are so corrupt and they tell them the worst, the most corrupt, who aided them to this corruption? These are questions we don't ask. In as much as it is a fact that our leaders are bad, they have been aided. Until we wake up to realize that we have to fight this together. And not by throwing accusing fingers on each other or by acting like Kemi is acting now. Even after all these efforts, after becoming an enemy of her own people, they still told her that it's a desperate search for relevance. It's like somebody look at you on your face after you've done everything. You have no place to run to anymore. Everybody have become your enemy just for the sake of this person. And this same person look at you and spit on your face. That is exactly the situation. And I get some of you will be like, oh, leave Kemi alone, leave Kemi alone. Nobody's holding Kemi. But we're just trying to analyze this whole situation. All right, that if the continent is so bad that Kemi had to run away to UK, and now she'd become a UK citizen and she had thrown away her African origin, where she was originally made from. She had that made, I'm not talking about popularity and all these things. This is where she came out from. This is her origin. This is her inheritance, Africa, right? Because she has succeeded in the UK, she had cut off every ties she have with Africa, and she'd speak down on Africa, she'd talk down on Africa and use some other words like that. If situations are the way they are today, why is it that Kemi is not looking at it from another angle of, but who are those who are involved in aiding this leader to keep being corrupt? Most of African leaders, they don't save their money in Africa. They save their money in European banks. Why are these banks accepting this money when it comes? Why can't you tell them to take this money back to their continent? You accept this money. Most of African leaders, this is the corruption we're talking about, right? Most of African leaders don't have houses in the continent. They have fleet of houses and properties outside the continent, in Europe, in America, in the same UK. Why can't the UK government deny them access to purchasing properties? That's okay, go to your continent and do this. These same are corrupt leaders, African leaders. Their children do not school in the continent. They do not treat themselves in the continent. They do all these things in UK and other parts of the West. Why is that these same people do not send them back? Go and develop your hospital. Go and do this to your schools. They are collecting the money. These same UK and other parts of the West, when it comes to election, they are directly involved. They send people prior to come. They send people to come and monitor. They steal ballot box. They pay people money to steal what have you during election. So what are we saying? We've heard their confessions everywhere. How they are involved in coup. How they are involved in destabilizing. Is Kemi not hearing these ones as we are also hearing? So what is the motive? Is it fame? Is it power? Is it popularity? What is truly the motive? That we have a queen like Kemi stooping to this level, getting insulted, and she feels there's nothing wrong with it. We are the cause of our problems most of the times. Oh, this race of people do not respect us. This race of people do not respect the black people. But why is it like that? We the black people, we have people amongst us that throw away our reputation before other races. So how would they respect us when our own people had told them not to respect us? That is it. We always betray each other. We always betray each other. And it is quite unfortunate. I'm going to leave you here. See you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others. Stay safe, stay positive, always your majesties. Bye for now.